What's up, Wildcats? Yes, I'm back with Trevor Lewick. And first of all, I'd like to apologize. This is not the Tupac conspiracy, but this one's important because it could be happening in like a week exactly from today. So we will be talking about the voicemail conspiracy, which started on Twitter. So first of all, this guy named Ty got this voicemail, which was a series of words, and then followed by the words were these random numbers. But these words were actually used by the military.
It's called a phonetic alphabet. They use words that start with a letter of the alphabet, like Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. That's ABC. The first letter of that word is the letter that they're using to spell out the message. So if I want to spell my name, I could do Tango, Romeo, Echo, Victor, Oscar, Romeo. And then they would just take the first letter from every word that I said and spell out Trevor.
Well, in this voicemail, that was the words spelled out: danger, SOS, it is dire for you to evacuate. Be cautious, they are not humans. And we actually have a clip of the, part of the voicemail. It's very creepy, so we'll play that in a little bit. Yeah.
Before I play that clip, I want to mention that in the voicemail, there is an S right before the first word, danger. And that means that it's a recording on a continuous loop. It's not a message set to play once it goes to voicemail. So it was never supposed to go to voicemail. It was supposed to be heard on the phone, like first person, and then hang up the phone and be no record of it. It wasn't supposed to be able to be traced back and heard again.
But now, everybody on Twitter's heard it, so... But here is part of the voicemail.
Sierra, Delta, Alpha, November, Golf, Echo, Romeo, Sierra, Oscar, Sierra.
So this recording almost sounded like a black box recording, which is like the recordings in airplanes that pilots would receive, I believe.
Okay, so a black box has to do with when an airplane goes down and it crashes, the black box will send out a signal to someone who's trying to find them, basically. It's on a certain channel, and people who are looking for that plane can tune in to that black box and find out the coordinates of where it crashed. And it basically is just a transceiver that sends out a message, and then people know exactly where to look.
And so the numbers at the end of the voicemail, some people started plugging them in, and it was off of the coastline of Indonesia, and which was where the Malaysian airline just disappeared. So a lot of people are saying that maybe that was the last black box recording from that airline. So maybe, did some alien take over the plane? Is that why it just went missing? It's just kind of an open-ended question. Nobody knows for sure. Maybe it's aliens.
But the weird thing about that one, for me, is why so many years later is he getting this supposed black box recording?
Yeah, the airline went missing, and I believe it was 2014. So this is 4 years later. Why did it wait so long? What the heck just happened? Why now? Why?
And see, okay, the other weird thing is, though, if it was aliens, the message reads, S, danger, SOS. It is dire for you to evacuate. Be cautious, they are not humans. SOS, danger, SOS. Okay, so if this is a black box recording, my question would be, are black box recordings do they just say coordinates, or can the pilot program a message in there? Because if it's only the coordinates, which would make sense if it was only coordinates, then that would disprove the whole thing. But if we're going to take the leap and say that it is a black box recording from the Malaysian flight, is it saying that something was on board the flight that wasn't human?
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
That's what I was thinking. Because, like, I just won't, like... It's just so weird because airplanes are pretty huge. And how does one just go missing? And, like, so many people died. I believe there's a few Americans on it. So, like, it affected the entire world, basically, because there were so many just different people on that airline, and everybody...
297, I want to say?
Yeah, something like that.
But I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. And to just go missing, like, just like that, out of an airplane.
See, I remember it was a big deal. I remember being in 7th grade, Bulldog Block, which was like our homeroom. And we would, that was the first year that we... No, it was 8th grade. It was 8th grade, not 7th grade. Anyways, 8th grade, we had Bulldog blocks based on what we were interested in. And the class that I was put in was news. So every single day we watched Carl Azus, CNN Student News.
Oh, my dude.
What a guy.
A queen.
Anyways, for weeks and weeks and weeks, it was always one of the stories that it was still missing. The plane with so many people had just disappeared. And they would always show this, like, map of, like, where it was flying, and there'd just be a red dot where they lost connection. And that always just scared the crap out of me. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, how does a plane
They're
just
gone.
go missing? And especially because, like, people searched and so much... Like, they tried so hard to find it, and, like, they just... Nothing. And it's crazy. But, we'll go back to that a little bit later, but moving on from Malaysian Airlines, the last set of numbers in the voicemail was 41818. So a lot of people are meaning, like, April 18th of 2018, which is soon. So, I mean, why specifically that date? I don't know. It's just kind of crazy. But, Ty was also saying that, he tweeted on March 8th of 2018, which was the same day that the airline went missing, ironically. But he tweeted that some guy or human or whatever was outside of his house taking pictures with the flash.
At 3 a.m.
Yeah, at 3 a.m. That's insane. Like, he thought he was gonna die, and I would think I was gonna die too. I'd probably, like, I don't even know. But that's so creepy. Imagine just going to your house, 3 a.m., ready to sleep or do whatever, and some person is just outside of your house taking pictures. What?
I don't even... Yeah, no, like, that's so creepy. But this was before he even received the voicemail.
Yeah.
This was, like, a few days before. Mm-hmm. And he said, I think I'm going to die. He tweeted out that he thinks he's going to die.
Yeah.
And then...
He didn't, though. Obviously.
His Twitter was deactivated.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, but then he had an interview with Shane Dawson, so I think he's okay.
So I think he's good. But, I mean, I just want to know, are these, the series of events, are they connected, or, I don't know, there's just so many questions I have about this entire conspiracy. That
wouldn't make sense if it's a black box recording, because then it means that it was they said to the wrong person, or it was received by the wrong person.
Yeah.
And so they wouldn't have done research ahead of time.
Right.
And taken pictures of his house, or of him, or whatever, if it was a wrong number. So,
Kind of fishy.
I'm confused on why he got this voicemail. Who was it going to, if not him? But then who's this person taking pictures? So
Yeah.
maybe it was meant for him. I just don't understand how it correlates.
Yeah, like, why specifically did he get it? You know, like, if you're gonna send something like that, you think you'd, like, double, triple, maybe even, like, quadruple check the number you're about to send, like, an important message to, but,
If it's like a life or death, aliens are coming, or you need to evacuate, they're
Yeah.
not human, danger,
like,
SOS.
why did he get that?
Yeah, I feel like there's some fishy things going on here.
Yeah, and I know if, like, I received a voicemail like that, I don't really check my voicemails till I'm, like, bored and have nothing to do. And I just like to hear what people have to say because I get a bunch of wrong numbers. So, like, I probably wouldn't even checked it until after April 18th, and we could have all, like, you know, been taken over by aliens. So, like, I don't get it, you know? Why did he get it? But this, like, since he tweeted it out, there has been, like, so many people just chiming in on this. A lot of people tried to, like, connect the dots about, like, what the heck this even meant. One guy even went as far as doing so much research and then making a Twitter thread about this entire conspiracy theory. But then he also started receiving, like, weird DMs, and a lot of them were in different languages. One was in Morse code. It's just all weird how it kind of played out.
Yeah, and they were all, like, from, like, spam Twitters that, like, weren't real people.
Yeah.
And they all had, like, mistakes in grammar.
Yeah.
And, like, things that would, like, normally point to either, like, Google Translate being used or something else where a person's not, like, talking who's from where they say they are.
Yeah, and that's what kind of throws me off. And I think, I don't know, it's just weird because I feel like a spam account with, like, bad grammar in another language, it just kind of sounds like someone's trying to play a trick on him or something, or try to, like, start something else. But before this, he had a large Twitter following. So I don't know. I don't think he started it. I think it was, like, a genuine voicemail he got, but just I think people are kind of trying to build off of what happened to him on Twitter.
I feel like everyone is just kind of throwing out ideas that could be popular. Like, I don't feel like anyone actually believes that those numbers are the coordinates where the Malaysian flight went down.
Right.
Also, the first person who tweeted that went back on Twitter a few days later, or a week or something, and said that it was just a joke and she was kidding and she couldn't believe how many people would just, like, blindly
believe
that those were the coordinates.
Yeah.
But then again, if someone threatened you because you had figured something out, wouldn't you do everything you can to make it seem like you were just kidding?
Yeah, that's true.
And you weren't telling the truth?
Yeah.
And you were just making something up? I don't know. So there's so many different, like, turns and...
Yeah. But one of the messages in another language, he, like, put it in Google Translate, and it said, like, you need to delete this message now. One in Morse code said something about, like, Stephen Hawking and something he said about, like, how I don't know, something about Stephen Hawking and...
See, but that one doesn't even make any sense
It
to me.
really
Why
doesn't.
would someone send a message in Morse code? That...
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to bet money that they used a translator on Google, because I definitely did this a few nights ago to type out a message.
Right.
And that looks exactly... But, like...
Yeah, I mean,
it's Morse code, so it can't look really much different. But, like, with the dashes that signify different words to... I don't know. I just feel like, why would you go through the trouble, unless you know Morse code and you know the person that you're sending it to knows Morse code.
Right, then why would you just...
Why would you send it in Morse code?
Yeah, that's...
Only because anyone could translate it. Especially if it's on electronically. There's a record of it, and it's not like a code that's hard to decipher. He could have copied and pasted it and put it into a translator on your phone and figured out exactly what they were trying to say.
Yeah.
Which kind of defeats the purpose of putting it in code.
And well, this Thai guy, he had an interview with Shane Dawson, who also covered this conspiracy theory, but he said that his account actually never got deactivated. He actually deleted it because like so much was going on.
He said that he got too much attention for...
Yeah, and that's a lot of attention.
But like, which goes back... Oh my goodness. See, there's like a turn every which way.
Yeah.
And he deleted it because he was getting attention. Now, if he completely believed in this, he would want all the attention he could get.
Yeah.
But if he was doing it for publicity, he would also want all the attention he could get. So I don't know why, either way, he would delete it.
I mean, he said he was getting a lot of negative attention too, but like, he was also getting a lot of, I don't know if it's positive, but like, I mean, there wasn't, like, a good job and, like, a pat on your back for getting a voicemail, but a lot of people were, like, you know, feeding off of this voicemail. So, yeah, I don't really know, but I don't know where I stand with this conspiracy theory. Like, I don't know, I believe in a lot of conspiracies, but I'm kind of on the fence with this one. Just because I feel like if we were really going to be taken over by aliens or something, or like the world's gonna end, I just feel like more would be done about like this. You know, I mean, I haven't seen this on the news. I've only seen it on Twitter.
Yeah, but if you think of it like that, who all knows that the world is actually ending?
Right.
Maybe if this was sent by who, if this was a black box recording, then the people who were supposed to get it didn't get it.
Right. So
that's my thing, that if this is real, the people who were supposed to get this message to like actually fix things and like help people, like people at Area 51, it's real.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyways, the people who were supposed to get the message didn't get it, if it's real.
Yes.
So that kind of sketches me out.
Yeah, there's just so much to this conspiracy theory, and it's fairly new, and it just has taken over the world. Well, the Twitter world, I guess. But
it's fairly new, but
yeah.
We have, 7 days until
yeah.
supposedly it's gonna happen.
Yeah, so...
We can love Stephen Hawking for that.
Yeah, thanks, Stephen. But,
why you gotta do me so dirty like that?
Yeah, but I just don't know. A lot doesn't add up, but then a lot does add up, you know? But also... I mean, I totally...
Does any conspiracy theory have 100% adding up?
Yes.
Okay.
They do. Well, some.
Kennedy assassinations. Yep.
Oh.
But, Tupac.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
I don't know
That's
if I
for
believe
another
in-
day.
I
But
don't know if I believe in Tupac. Just gonna say it. I think he's dead.
I do not. But
Hitler.
No.
Hitler did not die in a bunker.
I do not believe that.
Hitler went to Argentina.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
died.
did.
Bet. But I have believed in aliens from a very young age.
It doesn't make any sense that there's not aliens.
Oh yeah, but like in first grade, I told people I was an alien. I was so weird, but like I told them I was from planet Makuplahavius, which is a made-up planet that my friend and I made up. And like, I don't know, I was so weird. I don't know. But like, I've always believed in aliens, but I don't really think they're like human-like. They're more like organism-like. I don't think they're like, they have human tendencies. I don't think they're what the movies portray them to be. I don't know. But I mean, there's so many universes and yeah.
Okay, but it doesn't make sense out of all the galaxies and like stars and planets out there that we would be the only ones to ever have the perfect combination.
Exactly.
Mathematically, the odds are against us that there is not other life in the galaxies.
Yeah.
But the only issue with that is that probably life is so far away that we will never be able to be in contact with each other.
Exactly. I mean,
Like, they might know we're here because they either are more advanced or whatever, but they may not be able to ever get
here. Yeah.
Or we may never be able to get there because we won't live long enough to make that journey.
right.
They may not live long enough to make the journey here. And there's things to be thought about when that kind of stuff goes down, because like just because something exists doesn't mean you should mess with it or go touch it. We have learned this with like radioactive stuff. There's been a lot of issues with that could have been avoided if we didn't mess with it.
Right. Like
what was that one reactor that melted down in like Russia?
I don't know. I'm not good at that stuff.
I can't think of what it's called. Anyways, it completely melted down because they did a security measure. They were in case of a meltdown, they were practicing, and they did it wrong. And so people are properly educated and don't just go off and do things and touch things they don't understand.
Right. That's
then
uneducated.
Things can be avoided and issues can be solved without getting hurt.
Yeah. Well,
which could be done with aliens.
You're
we
right.
We just have to figure out. We may be able to talk to them one day, but I doubt we'll ever meet them.
Though.
I doubt we'll ever meet them.
Well, wrapping it up here, what is your final opinion on this? Do you believe it, or do you not?
There are certain parts of it.
Yeah.
Like the alien part, I don't believe.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Malaysian Airlines with an alien on it, I don't believe. I don't believe it's a black box recording at all. I don't know where it came from. But I have my own theory. Okay. So, there's this thing in the coordinate numbers at the end of the message. The message says SOS, danger, SOS. So I was messing around with the decimal placement in the coordinates, and I told Katie I wasn't going to talk about this because it's going to make me sound dumb if it's completely wrong and not how you're supposed to do this. But it says SOS, so I moved the decimal 3 places from the start of the number. And then it says danger. Danger has 6 letters. So I split the 2 numbers in half after the first 6 numbers. And then it says SOS again, which is three letters. So I moved the decimal place in the second number 3 places. And that placed the coordinate somewhere in the western United States, which could be close to something out where satellites don't show.
Yeah.
Like, there could be a compound out there, like Area 51. Maybe there's an Area 52.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so much that the government doesn't tell us about that type of
Yeah.
stuff. They denied Area 51 existed for how long?
A very long time.
Before they actually were like, okay, yeah, it's a place.
I mean, they were just getting exposed so much, so.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. It makes me kind of wonder the stuff that the government knows that we don't know. Anyways, Katie, what's your opinion on this? Conspiracy?
My opinion is, well, oh my gosh, they just I feel like every single year there's a new day for the world is gonna end, and there's a bunch of stuff that just backs it up. I forgot what it was, either last year.
It was like the Mayan calendar, but that was like
that was a few, yeah, and I've never believed it just because I don't know. I just feel
scientifically the world won't end. Like the sun won't go out.
Yeah.
Turn into the sun will go to a next stage of star, but that won't happen for millions of years.
Exactly. So I just feel I don't believe the world's gonna end, and it better not, because like I have stuff to do after April 18th, like places to go, people to see.
Eye doctor appointments.
Yeah, I have an eye doctor appointment. Like I got stuff to do. It cannot end on April 18th for my good. You know, I don't think the world's gonna end. But I do feel like there's a deeper meaning to this conspiracy. I just don't. I think people are looking in all the wrong places almost. Like they're just getting in over their head. But
I feel that would make a lot of sense. Like there is a message here somewhere.
Yeah.
We just haven't connected what it is connected to yet. We don't know what it means yet.
Right.
But I feel like we can still just do some digging, and maybe, just maybe, we'll figure out what it means, and we'll have some definitive proof.
Yes.
It was nice being on your podcast, Katie.
Oh, it was great to have you. We'll have to talk about more conspiracies, but...
Oh, and welcome back.
Yes, of course. Well, thanks for listening, Wildcats. It's up to you. Is the world gonna end? Or are we just losing our marbles? Or both. Probably both.
Okay.
All right. See you later, Wildcats.